Alrighty, welcome back to Life at the Outpost. Coming back to you on the back of our last bye in the major bye round. We do still have one bye in a couple of weeks' time toward the end of the season left. But coming back refreshed, hopefully. Who we've got? Really only got Cotter, who is named to play this week, coming back after Origin duty, after that gritty loss, unfortunately.
And Neno.
Neno's playing, as well, who did play Origin, rather, copping a massive 70 metre bomb straight to the dome, straight to the ear.
Not a fun one at all. That was fucked.
But I think Cotter probably the most worst for wear anyway in terms of time played, minutes played, and just that getting put through the ringer as a whole. But outside of that, pretty well full squad. Tommy's still sitting out this week with that injury, needing an extra an extra week. Which, look, that it sounds like he was named in the extended squad. He was there ready to go, but it sounds like Todd has, whether he's come to Todd or Todd's seen something that's made him want to sit him out one more week. And if there is something like that, there is something that's got him somewhat in doubt, or there are some sort of questions raised. Look, I'd rather, even if we do lose this week, I would rather him have sat it out and be fit for the rest of the season than him come back and aggravate it or put himself in any sort of danger of it.
Oh, without a doubt.
It. So, yeah.
You'd almost be willing to take it to, like, sack a week to have a whole month and a half of footy that is clean and
fit, ready to go.
And also just safer.
Yeah.
Just safer in general.
Like, exactly right.
Why risk it,
for the fact, and look, I know when that happened, we didn't have any interchanges and whatnot, and he wanted to stay out there and whatnot, but the fact he did stay out there, it probably made it worse. The fact he pushed through it, I think it's owed to him to have as much time as he needs to be 100%.
Fully agree.
He's probably wanted to play for a month. He's probably wanted to be back out there, if not more. But yeah.
I'd never forget that groin injury, bro.
Willing
to sacrifice the nut and all.
That's right. I think he just makes sure he is 110% even, and bring him straight back in.
And when defence matters most as well, back into the season.
Yeah.
That's when we're going to need it.
And look, it is currently Purdue named at the 6 again. He has been most of the time. I think Sutton's still around the extended squad, but I don't think Purdue has been as bad in the 6, or rather, I don't think the sides looked as bad with Purdue in the 6 is probably what I mean, in comparison to last year when that experiment got thrust upon the team mid-season and threw us into a tailspin. But we definitely are missing that Tom at 7 and Clifford at 6. We are missing that combination, I think, at the moment. And sooner we get it back to that, I think the stronger we will be. Since our last episode, though, I think the boys got that win. The boys got that monumental win against the Panthers for Jase's 300th. I know we tipped them. We did say we thought they'd get it done on that, but they did. The boys just, I don't know. It was a performance worthy of Jase, I think, and I'm so glad they did it. They did it for him. The poor bugger has every milestone game he's had with us, he's lost thus far.
And let's just be honest as well about it. Considering injury too, because that's the thing that probably doesn't get considered in these stats.
Yeah. Yep.
300 games is a long time, man.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Yep.
So to lose all of your milestone games after everything you've endured your entire career, to win this one, this one means so much.
Yep.
It means so much more than anything.
Yep.
Like it's a crazy win.
Yeah. The stuff we saw in that game, I mean, not just the fact they beat Penrith, but the stuff we saw the boys put together, like it looked like they weren't ever going to give up. We see that little bit of doubt creep in or something go wrong, and the boys sort of put their heads down or whatever, or things start going south. They look like they were on from the get-go for the whole game in this one.
Honestly, to see how our forwards played.
Yeah.
To see how our forwards played,
Yep.
to show up for Jase and what he's done for our club for the last 10 years.
Yep.
Man.
Yep.
It was nothing short of inspiring.
Yeah.
So
Amazing. And talking about that, like right from the get-go, off the kickoff, Nenai and who was it? It was Nenai and McKaylee, sorry, off the kickoff in that one. Nenai and McKaylee absolutely jamming Moses Leota, which caused him to knock the ball on.
Should have been a sin bin there and then.
Oh, yeah, and the dog, he could not handle it. That was the best part. I mean, outside of Nenai and McKaylee jamming him, the best part was seeing him throw his toys out of the cot and throw that open hand strike off the ground at Nenai.
It's been 10 seconds.
Yeah. And then obviously, nothing gets said, nothing got called on it because it's Penrith. Penrith can't do a thing wrong like that. Although Nenai or McKaylee would have been sat for 10 minutes for doing that. But yeah, seeing him writhe, knowing he got jammed was the best part of that. And what was even better was that they didn't go away. They kept doing it all night. They kept bullying him.
The big one for me was McKaylee as well.
Yeah.
That hit on Papali'i was just insane. Yep. Like the sound that made, because we were sitting in our normal spot there, four rows back from the middle line there.
Yep.
And it happened right on the 50 too.
Yep.
I think I'm pretty sure I heard Papali'i's ribs look for another planet.
Yeah.
So they just started searching.
Between him and Jase just bullying Papali'i all night, and to the point where eventually I think was it Jase that ran over the top of him?
Yeah.
And he got a HIA, which you're not happy he got a HIA by any means, but he got bullied all night to the point where
it was so bad.
He got sat down.
His eyes were so swollen.
Yeah.
He had to finally get sat down. Fair props to him. He fought all night too.
Yeah.
But he
come off second best, unfortunately.
There was not a single moment he came up trumps. Yeah. He just got put on his bum the whole night.
Yeah.
And he had to go at some point.
Yep. And then the other one, talking about McKaylee, damaging people, was when he hit Liam Henry. Sorry, Liam Henry. Absolutely folded him.
McKaylee just had something going on that night, eh?
He was on one. He was on fire, yeah. Seeing him just and bullied. They bullied their forwards
He was
night.
An absolute rib assassin the entire night.
Yep. Bullied him all night. And then Nenai on fire in his return. I think probably sealing it, icing it right toward the end there with that in typical Nenai style, when he used to kill it, or not so much when he used to kill it, but when he used to do it every game, I should say, used to kill it doing that.
Body on the line, aerial assault.
Yep, chasing a kick, chasing a bomb, and catching it in the air over the top of Edwards, over the top of Toho, had them both shell shocked, and then absolutely sent Edwards flying and went down for a try. The boys all over the park. They were beating the Panthers all over the park. And look, Penrith had been in a bit of shit form then. They were a bit helter-skelter, but that's no excuse in my opinion, because Panthers fans want to sit there and kiss their asses or whatever. I had to think of something not too hectic to say there, but go on about how amazing of a team they are, and then they come up and a full squad pretty well put on that effort is, I don't know, it's pretty laughable to me.
It was a very quiet game from Cleary too, in particular.
Yeah, and look,
he had just come off Origin. And
he still is, I think, dealing with that hip pointer thing, but again, for someone that just gets lauded so much, to the game he had, it's exactly right. You can't be having quiet games like that. Look, they are ahead on the ladder as well. They have had a massive season thus far, but you want to be the Dalian, you want to win the Dalian, bro, or you want to be the GOAT. You don't get quiet games, or you don't get to switch off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not at all.
But the boys. I mean, Panthers were off, but the boys, monumental effort across the park.
We've seen this a number of times this season throughout other games, like, with the Bulldogs as well.
Just like fight.
If you go for them, if you go for the throat of Penrith at the start of the game from the very get-go,
start fast.
They seem to get a little bit agitated and off their game from that point.
It does tilt to me.
It really does. So maybe that is the secret. Because, you look at it, and we are now great examples of this because we seem to have a pretty good damn record against Penrith now, especially at home, more than anything.
You're right. Is it, 3 of the last 5 or 4 of the last 5 now or something like that? Yeah. You are right, yeah.
It's one of those hoodoo stats.
Yep.
It's becoming a bit of a theme, and I wonder if other teams are going to start to pick up on that. That you go at them from the start with everything you got. Maybe your energy in the last 20 minutes of the game isn't really going to matter too much if you've already got them beat and they're down and they're angry and they're cranky.
Yep.
Maybe it's not so bad.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. I don't know, just absolutely dominating. They dominated, but absolutely dominating in that. Pretty much that whole game. Didn't look like a moment where any of the boys switched off, I thought, or heads went down, you know what I mean?
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, very good. Geez, there's not really a whole lot more to say. I mean, everyone put that effort in. Just so thankful that Jase got, and for such a monumental milestone game, got the win. The boys got the win for him, and he got to play a big part of it. Talking about Leota and Bully and Papali'i and whatnot early on, and just seeing him run at Leota. He took Leota on a couple times there, still showed that he is the man, or he's got it, and he can be the man, or he will be the man for the boys there. And
for all the records we've seen Jase hold throughout this time.
Yep.
This was the game where it was sort of like, yep, it's time to pay it back.
Yeah, yep.
It's time to pay it back. But he also contributed pretty heavily in this game.
Yeah.
By a very large margin. Like, our forwards went to town on Penrith.
Continued to be that leader.
They just did not let up.
Yep.
And I think that's probably the big thing to take home for the rest of the season, hopefully, is that we see that same sort of effort turn up every week now. Where with these forwards, it doesn't matter who you're versing, it doesn't matter the storyline that is written about it every single week. 'Cause there's always some sort of wacky thing,
crazy narrative,
weird narrative.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. You can come to these games and you can smash your opponent. You can destroy them.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and that's it. Coming off a bye this week after such a massive game, it was a needed break, but hopefully that's right. That momentum carries on and that effort carries on. We probably will need it this week, I think. To be honest, but great turnout for Jase. Big, massive crowd. I think they had the Princess of Tonga and the PM there as well. There's a bunch of family, and
Abdo was there too.
Yeah, Abdo came and did a bit of a speech. Well, actually, I'll edit a bit of footage in from the post-match celebration and that there. We might put it in here.
Shout out Red Band Metaglasses.
Achievement. Her Royal Highness, Princess Angelica of the Kingdom of Tonga. The Honourable Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Tonga. Andrew Abdo, CEO of NRL. Honourable Premier of Queensland, David Crisafulli. Our Tongan dignitaries. And Michael Luck, CEO of Football, North Queensland 20 Cowboys. I'd like to invite Lucky now to say a few words.
Ladies and gents, thanks very much for hanging around to celebrate what's a historic night for our club. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge our common dignitaries in attendance, Her Royal Highness Princess Angelica, the Honourable Prime Minister. Thank you very much for attending. Premier Crisafulli, thanks for coming up. And Andrew Abdo, CEO of the NRL. We celebrate the greatest warrior our club's ever seen. Jason, 300 games in our jersey is remarkable. The way you've done it, no less than 100 miles an hour every time you pulled the jersey on, which we saw tonight. Mate, thank you very much for doing it for our club and for our community. We love you. I'd like to First of all, I'd like to thank the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for everything He's done for me throughout my career. Thank you to Princess, Prime Minister, for being able to attend tonight's game. The NRL, Andrew, club, the Cowboys, my teammates, parents, and everyone who's made tonight possible. Look, I got a lot of people to thank. I'm sorry if I can't thank you for tonight. It's been a long 300 games. Some years felt longer than others, but at the end of the day, it's all worth it. I'd like to thank North Queensland in general. I'm a New Zealand born, proud Tongan, but to be able to be welcomed to the region of North Queensland with both arms wide open, to embrace me as one of your own throughout my career. It's been an honour and privilege to represent everyone here, to be able to turn up and put on performance for you every weekend. He's turned up through thick and thin, and I'd like to thank you for making tonight possible. To my teammates, to the Panthers, thank you for tonight. It was a tough game. We knew it was going to be a tough one.
Someone save him. Save him.
Playing field alongside, whether they're playing with me tonight or in the past. Thank you for making every game dream come true. As a kid, I get to tick this off as my bucket list. Obviously, dreaming about playing in a row, but to play 300 games alongside these guys are cool friends and my brothers. Thank you for everything you've given to me on the field and the friendships and great times we've had throughout. Last but not least, I know my best friend isn't here, but he's in a better place. I hope he enjoyed tonight. This one's for you, Ollie. Thank you.
Yeah, but great stuff, great scenes there. So, yeah, as we said, by last week rather, moving into Manly this week, much needed rest. I think it will be a tough one. Look, I think the period of Manly being put up there, I think their name was getting thrown up there with being nearly as good as the Panthers this season. I think that's probably put to bed for the moment. I think Fozball's wheels are starting to rattle on the old Fozball train, or the old Fozball bus. I don't think they're as much of a lock as they have been. I don't think they're a walk or they're going to be an easy side to beat either way. But
I also don't think that they will be like a top team unless Tom starts being aggressive again.
Yeah, exactly right. And look, Tommy was back last week, and I think he's been back 2 games now.
Just playing scared.
Yeah, he hasn't had bad games at all by any means, but his effectiveness probably hasn't been where it was at the start of the season.
We just haven't seen him put his body on the line even slightly.
Yeah,
and that to me tells me that he's had enough injuries now where he's starting to get a bit cautious, which means it's going to start getting easier and easier to deal with him as a fullback.
Yeah, maybe a bit more predictable, or we start to see less of those massive line breaks and stuff like that. Probably one thing, though, just to not be complacent of, because if you start putting him in a box and saying, all right, this is this is what he'll do. Or
That's
this
how
is
he
what
gets you.
Yeah, this is what he's capable of doing, or what he's going to his heights this game. That's where he's going to break through and start tearing us a new one. They are a pretty well full strength side, obviously without Brooks there. We've got Joey Walsh filling in for the rest of the season.
No Falolo as well.
And Falolo, yeah, you're right.
Big out, to be honest.
Joey Walsh has been absolutely killing it in his goes this year when he's filled in, when he's had a turn. So he had a really good game last week, I thought. And then their back line, no Falolo, but geez, Lehigh, Garrick, Saab, and Kohler. I think Kohler's back, yeah.
Kohler's the scary one for me.
Yeah, I mean,
you put him in the center, and it's the same. It's like a Purdue situation all over again. Like,
yeah.
If you let him on the outside, it's hard to contain.
Yep, and yeah, he played Origin out of necessity once Tedesco when he didn't play huge minutes, but he didn't play a massive role. Not to take away from his effort in Origin, but I don't think he's probably in need of a rest as such.
Definitely.
Compared to the rest of the New South Wales side there. So, yeah, I think, they're going to be very tough to deal with, those outside backs, as always. I think probably maybe our middles. If our middles, after this week of rest, can roll up their sleeves and their socks and just get into it like they did against the Panthers, I think we have a solid chance at punching through the middle of them there. Matt Lodge is on the bench. We've got Lodge on the bench there, named, so hopefully he gets some minutes. He's been really good for us at times this year. Touched on it a few times throughout the year. I thought, geez, he might be a bit of a plotter early on, but he's just absolutely done a job. If he can come in, just get us our meters, our go forward against his old side, very handy. I think he's going to be very handy.
And I mean, as someone who
Sunday,
yeah, that's right.
Sorry, yep.
As someone who hasn't really exactly been thrilled by the buy of Lodge when it first happened, I think this is, and for no reason or anything like that. It just wasn't really the most exciting for me.
Yep.
But I think it's becoming one of the more exciting ones for me.
Yeah,
and that's the awesome thing. It almost feels like coming to North Queensland has really reinvigorated not just his career but his fitness level as well.
Yep.
Which is a fantastic story. It's a fantastic story.
Yep.
And we've also received news today that he's also looking at extending.
Yep.
So
yep.
We thought that maybe he was going to the Super League, but looks like an extension is on the way, and that's fantastic news as well.
It was a bit confusing because the way it was framed initially was he was being shopped to the Super League, and then he supposedly had some offers, but he's looking at rejecting them. So maybe it was a case of, hey, look, we can only afford to give you this much. You're probably worth this much more. So he's being shopped to Super League clubs. He's got his contracts of what he's worth, or maybe even more than he's actually worth. And maybe he's decided, hey, look, if this is all you can give me, I'm happy to stay here and play for that. I'm happy to stay in the NRL.
Which is great news.
Yeah, keep doing a job for this club. Yeah, that's how it sounds anyway. And yeah, that's been our problem for a long time, is our lack of solid forwards or go forward. And look, while he is toward the end of his career, he's still shown how useful he can be. So while he's putting in that effort, and while he's able, he's got that ability, then we'll
I think for me, I just like seeing players not play the contract game.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
For me, it always feels a bit shit. Like to watch players play this whole contract game. Like, I mean, if you're a Tigers fan right now, you're probably really down in the dumps. Put it that way. And it's not just a Luai thing. Don't get me wrong. But they've since Galvin came to the club, it's been just up and down. Like it's been a drama fest.
Yeah.
Like, really, it's not even really a Galvin thing. It's probably since Tim Sheens.
Yeah.
But, I mean, look, it's not fun, exciting, or enjoyable to see that sort of shit happen at your club. And to see players sort of go, yep, I understand I can only get this much. And then they can go, yep, I can see that I can get this much elsewhere, but I'd still rather play here.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You love to see it.
Yep. Yeah, and it's good. Like pretty much to summarize what we've said anyway, I'm on board with you. I wasn't a big proponent. I wasn't super psyched on his signing at the start of the year. It wasn't one I was super excited for. I think if we can get him for another year, jag him for another year, and even if he doesn't play that whole year next season, I think he can do a job, and I think he will do a job. So, yeah, good stuff there. But yeah, I think talking about this game on Sunday, going back to that, if we can get them up the middle, we can put a solid effort, up the middle there. It'll let our outside backs do a bit of work and whatnot. I think we can get it done. Again, I think Fozball's toward the end of its run. I don't think it's as sure or as solid of a thing as it was anymore.
I just don't think it's as potent anymore.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I think the boys have got a chance, and what better way to get it done against them down there at Four Pines after getting done at home last year, and for round one last year down there. It'd be good to get the win again, and after hearing or listening to all the smug bullshit from Hello Sport with the Origin results, being one of the biggest proponents of not backing their team and then or coach and then sucking them off the moment they got the win, it'd be good to see their club get bashed around their home park again.
Shout out Hello Sport though.
Yeah. Shout out, you losers.
All's fair in love and war.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah. Anyway, it'd be good to see him. Good to see him get the win, because they've got the record. Manly got the record on us.
We are consistently the bogey team for them.
Yeah. And look. It's been a while since we've done them down there, but I think it's time. I think we can get it done.
For sure.
Yeah. It's probably about it though for this week. There hasn't been any major news around the club. Touched on Tommy getting that extra week break after getting extra 3 weeks on top of what his initial prognosis was. But yeah.
Touched on Toddy getting extended last time as well.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, he's gotten that couple year extension there. So we've got the next couple of years looking solid, at least, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
We've got a little bit of stability after losing a fair few big name players, and still to lose a couple. I think, at least we've got something to look forward to. As always, though, thanks for tuning in. We got, again, one more bye in a couple of weeks, but at least we've got a couple more weeks of footy ahead of us. Back to playing a couple of consistent weeks of footy. Hopefully the boys can continue that momentum and that run, and we will lock a solid spot in the top 8 down well before the end of the season.
And let's just be honest as well, top 4 is not exactly unreachable for us right now.
Yeah, it's not, especially not impossible. Bye. Yeah, not impossible by any means. We want that. We want top 4 again. We want to be striving for the best possible finish for sure. And man, look, it'd be great. It'd be great to see Drinky go out on a high.
100%. That'd be awesome.
As always, though, thanks for tuning in. Give us a like, a follow on our YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram there at Life of the Outpost podcast. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers.